of sin is that weeping shall be no more. That demon is a command when the weeping shall be no more. There will be many disappointments, for the great day breaks upon us. Yeah. When the weeping shall be no more, the wages of sin is death. Wages of sin is death. Weeping shall be no more. That demon is a command when the weeping shall be no more. There will be many disappointments, for the great day breaks upon us. Yeah. When the weeping shall be no more, the wages of sin is death. When the weeping shall be no more, to those who discover this great adventure truth, there will be many disappointments, for the great day breaks upon us. Yeah. When the weeping shall be no more, the wages of sin is death. Don't be often weeping with the night. The time is coming when there will be no sorrow.
Home, sweet home. You're welcome home.
It's good to be back home.
Baby, you didn't even dance for me.
It's really
good. Go daddy, go daddy, go daddy, go daddy. You laugh at daddy. Oh, she said something like a room key while we were in the car.
Yeah.
Here you go. That's your room key, madam. So you go inside the room, shower, and then sleep. Mama will come kiss you good night.
Come, good.
She's tired.
I'm coming for my apple.
Mommy's coming for the apple. Won't you tell mom and dad good night?
Daddy's girl.
Wow.
Daddy's girl.
It's adorable. She looks just like me.
Darling.
Yes, honey?
I've really missed them so much, especially you.
Isn't that cute?
I've only been gone for months, but it's like ages.
I understand.
I really miss you, you know.
But, isn't that sweet? But I was still with you just a few weeks ago, so how come you are missing me so much?
You know, there's nothing so sweet like being close to someone you love.
I know, I understand that. If only you know how happy I am when I heard they approved your transfer. I was beginning to wonder that, am I going to be living my life for God knows how long, just like this, without you in my life? But you know, like they say, love has a way of finding its path.
Mr. Lover Man. When I'm in law, you pass.
If I hear. But you know me now. I don't joke when it comes to the matter of the heart.
I know.
But can I ask you a question?
What?
Would you blame me for loving a woman as beautiful as you?
Well, that depends on the motive of the man.
You did doubt my love, Shay?
No. I'm just being curious, that's all.
Come on, you don't have to be curious down here. Curiosity doesn't work here, it works better out there, you know?
You said that.
Now you say you miss me now. Maybe you miss me. You know what you do for me, honey? You just go upstairs, freshen up, I'll set the dining, we'll come back, take our dinner, see a few soap operas, and then proper filming with Paramount and
Lover Man.
That is how the money was disbursed.
I can't wait to see my alert.
Yes, sir.
Same here.
Listen, you must keep things under wraps.
Okay.
I don't want anyone in the office getting to know what is happening here. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But I heard the head office is bringing someone else to replace Mr. Ademola.
So I heard, but it's not confirmed. I even asked Mr. Tobere, he said he was not sure.
Is that an issue? I mean, what has removing Mr. Ademola got to do with our legacy?
So you don't know that if someone new is transferred here, it could jeopardize our groove?
Not really. We all just have to be cautious. Keep it under wraps. You never can tell what the future holds. And of course, I know that none of us here wants this charity to cease.
That's a
You know what I mean?
No problem, boss. No problem.
Good. So by tomorrow, you all will be getting your alerts.
So then let's celebrate.
No, we'll get to celebrate tomorrow evening, okay?
Okay.
So, Mr. Joseph,
Yes, sir.
like how much are we talking about here?
Actually, the firm gave an estimate of about 22 million naira.
22. And do you think that is the best quality?
Considering the type of job they want to do, I want to believe it is even cheap.
Okay, give me a minute, please.
All right, sir.
Sir, altogether, I have $110,000.
Oh, yes, $110,000, which is 22 million naira. Right?
Yes, sir. Should be.
That's okay. Give me a minute, please.
Okay, sir.
So, Mr. Joseph?
Yes, sir.
I know walk without play will make Joseph a dull boy.
Thank you, sir.
So please have this.
Thank you, sir.
What about the girls I told you to arrange?
Oh, they are already in the room.
In the room?
Yes, sir.
Lovely. Oh, no, please, huh? Let me lock up. I have splitted the money into 5 parts. I and Mrs. Grace Oloye will be getting 20 million naira each, while the rest of you will be getting 5 million naira each. That is how I disburse the money.
What about Mrs. Oloye?
Mrs. Oloye called to inform me that she won't be in the meeting, that I should give her the breakdown of the meeting.
Mr. Odiaka, I thought we should be getting more than what we're getting now. Come on, what's happening?
That was the initial plan, but the money from the headquarters is coming in trickles, so we must be careful on how we disburse it. Anyway, it's not our salary, so your salary will still come, okay?
Well, it's okay. As far as it will be constant, no problem.
The Okiri pipeline project is a huge one and investment worthy, so it must certainly remains, okay?
Okay.
Okay, no problem.
So your alerts will be coming as usual and your money intact, okay?
Okay, sir.
No problem.
Mr. Tobori, were you able to get the files I asked you to get?
Yes, madam. I was able to lay my hands on the files. The Abuba and the Afam projects, they were pretty difficult, yet I was still able to get it.
Very good. Let me help them.
Thank you, madam. My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Please tell Mr. Odiaka to see me as soon as possible.
I will, madam. Thank you so much, madam.
You can take your leave.
I heard you wanted to see me, madam.
Yes, Mr. Odiaka. I was actually looking for the Okiri pipeline project file and I could not see them. Mr. Tobori says he couldn't see it either. Please, can you get it for me?
Yes, just give me some minutes.
Okay, I'll be waiting. Thank you. Darling, you see, everything in life is temporary because everything changes. Who will ever believe I'll find true love again with my bitter experience in the past? Anyways, I give thanks to God Almighty.
Thanks to God. Yeah, it is good to thank God. But like the wise saying goes, it takes a great courage to fall in love. You know, knowing fully well that this can cause me pain or can end anytime soon. But you still have the faith that, let me forge ahead, you never can tell.
But remember, life is a game. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. But no matter what your card in life, whether a club spade or a diamond, always remember, never play without a heart.
That sounds so sweet. I totally agree with you, my darling, lovely wife. But playing with your heart sometimes might probably bring you pains. No.
But that depends on whose heart it is. I mean, who wants to be in pain instead of being in love?
You want to get philosophical with me, right? Okay, look at it from this angle. Marriage is like a groundnut. So you have to crack it to see what's in it. That's funny.
It's not only granuts, not carrots.
Cucumber. Cucumber.
I purposely called this meeting to deliberate on the findings and how funds meant for Okiri pipeline project was utilized. Mr. Odiaka, please let me get the breakdown as soon as possible.
I will, madam.
I told my secretary to get me files on Abura project and she said she couldn't see them. Mr. Odiaka, please do you have any idea of where the file is?
Let me check the backup archives. I should be able to retrieve the backup copy.
Please do that. I need the file as soon as possible. Mrs. Oloye, please get me file on towel can cleansing project.
Okay, ma. Should I get it now?
Yes, please. Mr. Odeka, please, I would also like you to get me the company's financial details and reports for the last 6 months.
No problem, madam.
Okay. That'll be all for now. You can take your leave.
If I could be any part of you, I would be your tear. I would be your tear.
Darling.
Yes, honey.
I hope you enjoyed the meal.
Do I look like I'm complaining? You know, I enjoy every meal you cook for me. You are the best cook in the world. You know, you have this Midas touch that everything you lay your hands upon magically becomes golden. You are the best. I couldn't ask for more.
Poker points. I like your style. I'm glad you enjoyed the meal. You have a way of fine-quoting words, you know. Thanks for the compliment anyway.
You're welcome.
You always have a way of making a woman turn pink.
Turn pink. Turn blue. If you like, turn rainbow. Oh, have you forgotten that the quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach?
Yes, I know.
You know?
Yeah.
You know. And the other... So, how's work today?
Work is fine, but I'm only trying to settle down to get to know the nitty-gritty of the bureaucracy of a new office.
Yeah, I know how it is, you know. Moving into a new office, like changing the environment. Having to wake up every day and then seeing the faces you've not worked with before. And then working with an entirely new team. I know how it is. I know it can be a pain in the neck. I understand how it feels.
Yes, you are right. You are very, very right. But I'm used to it. You know, I've been with Evans for like 6 years now, and I know their system and way. I know how they operate. How do you say it?
That's the spirit. Best woman of all time.
Thank
That's
you.
my baby. You know, baby, I have never doubted your ability and capability for once. I've known you are a strong woman, you are a goal-getter, I mean, you can weather whatever storm that comes your way, you're strong. But need I remind you that I, Daniel Elliott, need you more than even need you.
I know, my love. But remember, no matter how long the neck is, the head is always on the top.
Oh God, it's up.
As you all know, it's the Okiri pipeline project that brought me to River State. The head office is not happy with the manner you people are handling the project.
It's true, madam. But shortage of fund has been our hindrances, as most of our contractors have refused to complete their work.
Are you for real? But I thought you guys were severally disbursed with funds.
Yes, madam. But as you know, the initial cost was reviewed to meet the intricacy of inflation, which the head office approved and agreed on.
Well, I'm not aware of that. As a matter of fact, I learned funds has been disbursed for this project and it's taking eternity. We've been on this project for a very long time and it's long overdue. We need to get something done, and I mean done very quickly.
I agree with you, madam. But what we have on ground, I mean in the account, we can't kickstart the project now.
Well, that was why I summoned this meeting, so we can deliberate and know what we can do and share new ideas.
I think we would have completed this project if funds were available.
I was reliably told that funds for this project has been forwarded few months ago. I'm surprised on hearing this. Anyways, I'm going to make my inquiry. I'll get in touch with the head office and I'll get back to you people.
No problem, madam.
Mr. Abulu, please, I want you to visit the site and I need a first-hand situation report on it. Do you understand?
Yes, madam. I'll do that right away.
Okay, thank you for your time. You can take your leave.
Good afternoon, sir.
Ah, Mr. Joseph.
Yes, sir.
How is everything going?
Yeah, fine.
So, how far is the painting and the electrical work?
At the rate at which they are going, within a week, they should be through.
Good. So, how much do you need? I mean, the estimated cost for the finishing of the site?
Really, the consultant has given a bill of about 17 million.
70 million?
Yes, sir.
Just that?
Just that.
Ah, it's okay.
I spoke with the head office.
Really? What about?
Yeah, it's about some financial discrepancies I recently discovered in the office.
Really?
Yes. I only informed them about the misappropriation of funds and how some figures are falsified. But it's nothing to worry about.
I trust you. Trust my darling, but please don't overwork your head. You know, the pressure of being transferred to another company, another branch, where you meet some people with their arms wide open, pretending to love you, while some are ready to stab you in the back. But I trust my darling, loving wife. That she is very careful.
Yeah, trust me. It's not a big deal. I can handle it.
I trust you. So after a long day at work, when my baby comes to bed now?
Yeah, sure.
If I could be any part of you, I would be your tear. I would be your tear. To be conceived in your heart, born in your eyes. You mean to me. I love you, my baby girl. I love you.
Darling, I'll get it for you. Yeah, work is fine. Thank you, my love, thank you. I love you too, bye. Okay.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hello.
Mr. Odiaka sent me to give you these files.
Okay. Okay, you can go.
Like this. This woman is digging too deep. This morning she asked Mrs. Oloye to fetch the Okiri and Afan projects. So what do we do? I'm scared.
You worry yourself too much. Don't be scared. That is what always happens when a new head management is brought. They try and create fear. Don't bother yourself.
Sir, I'm scared. All these secret investigative things is freaking me out.
Richard.
It's freaking me out.
Listen. I said it's nothing. Anyway, I have informed everybody to the usual spot so that we can sit down and discuss it. Do you understand?
Okay. No problem, sir.
Good. Don't be scared. Go back to your place. I summoned this meeting for an immediate action. News reaching me said that Mrs. Elliot will soon be going to the head office. I mean the top management, to brief them on this issue on ground. And you all know what that means to our career. And it might send all of us to jail.
So what do we do now?
See, we cannot just sit and fold ends and allow our little things be exposed to the world.
Yeah.
Then how do we go about it? It means with what Mr. Deka just said, if she dares go to the head office, we are all doomed.
If this issue ever gets to the head office, we all will get prosecuted and might even end up in jail.
My God. I don't want to go to jail. I have kids and I need to cater for them.
That is why we must all act wisely and fast, leaving no traces or loopholes.
Oh my days. So how do we go about it? I mean, what do we do?
So we all must keep things under wraps, keeping our mouths sealed. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
No problem, sir.
Richard.
Yes, boss.
You know what to do.
I know exactly what to do, sir.
Leave no traces. Okay?
No problem, boss.
And you are Bulu. Chisom.
Sir.
And you, Miss Oloye. You know what to do.
Yes, sir.
Good. So, by this time in 2 days, we'll all be here. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Hello, darling. I'm so sorry I could not pick up your call. I was in a meeting. Yeah. Guess what, darling? I have something important to tell you. It's a good one. A good news. Yes. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye. I love you. Hello, Mr. Richard.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well. Do you mind if I drive you home?
Drive me home?
Yes.
I'm sure you're joking.
No, I'm not.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
No,
I can drive home.
You must have had a long day at work, so let me drive you home.
But you did too.
Yeah, of course, but let me drive you home.
So why do you want to drive me home?
I want to reduce the stress on you.
No. Don't worry. I'll take care of myself.
I insist.
You insist? Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. Thank you.
upon the man. For the great day breaks upon us. Yeah. When the weeping shall be no more, the wages of sin is death. Don't be off to weeping with the night. The time is coming when there will be no more sorrow.
Good morning, officer.
Good morning.
Please, I'm here to report a case of a missing person.
When was he missing?
She, actually, and it's my wife. She left for work yesterday, and we spoke, and that's just it. I've called our colleague, I've called everyone at the office, and nobody seems to know our whereabouts. And the last time we spoke was yesterday evening.
You said yesterday?
Yes, but we spoke in the evening, and after then, that was the last thing I heard from her.
So you and that person still talk for phone yesterday?
Yes, we did.
Now if you say that person never missed for 24 hours now,
really?
Which is the right time to enter this kind of place, come report that kind of case. Sure you understand? Me, I go advise you now to go home, go relax well till tomorrow. Sure you understand? So after tomorrow, now I go come.
Excuse me?
Yes. You know men of nowadays. You know them now. Have you? If you deal with another person, have you, Oga?
I don't understand you one bit. I am talking about my wife, not women of nowadays. My wife, my wife. My wife is missing. Why am I even wasting my time? Please, do you have any sensible superior officer I can relate with?
Yes. Then they.
Where is he or where are they? Oh.
Then they police headquarters for Abuja. Maybe you go and meet them there. Person will get sense. We were there here. No get brain. No be me go handle this kind of case. You hear?
Okay. Listen, let's be serious here. I'm talking about my wife. What can you do to help me? My wife is missing. Let's do something about it. Sorry.
Oga, the only help where I fit help you. Now be say you go sit down. I go call detective. We go come attend to you. After that one, forget.
I'm okay. I'm fine standing. Just call him. Let him come and talk to me.
Oga, wetin happen? Go and sit down.
Let me stand.
Okay, stand down. If you stand there, I no go attend to you until you go and sit down. Which kind of thing be this? You won't teach me my work. Wetin happen?
Sorry. Please call the detective.
You see they stand?
No, I'm sitting. Thank you. Please call the detective. Officer.
Wetin happen?
Detective.
I go call. Cool down.
The last time I saw her was yesterday in the morning. And as I speak with you, I have not set my eyes on her.
Did you check our office? I mean, relatives, friends, acquaintances? With anybody?
I've spoken to everyone that knows her. Nobody knows where she is. Nobody has. She's not been in touch with anybody.
Did you get in touch with her on that particular day?
You mean if we communicated?
Yes.
Of course we did. We talked. She left home like 8 a.m. in the morning and I called her in the evening and we spoke on phone. And that was the last thing I heard of her. And ever since, I've not heard anything.
Okay. Now let me get this straight now.
Okay.
The last time you saw her was yesterday morning?
Yes.
And then later in the day, you called her and you talked with her?
We talked.
Well, this could just turn out to be a case of kidnapping, you know.
What do you mean? Are you serious? I mean, what?
Well, I'm not too sure. I'm just saying that I would like for us to slow down and take it easy and wait a while. Okay? She could be somewhere, she could be anywhere. And I'd like us to slow down. I mean, anybody could just give us clue to our whereabouts, and then we can pick it up from there.
Really?
Yes.
So we have to sit down till someone gives us a clue? What are you guys doing in this office? What's your job? What are you doing? So you have to sit down until someone comes and tell...
Mr. What's your name?
Daniel Elliott.
Mr. Daniel, take it easy, okay? I appreciate the fact that you brought this up, but like I told you, it's barely 24 hours now, okay? Like I said, we have to follow proper police procedure, okay? We have to follow due processes. But like I said, we will do everything within our power to get to know about our whereabouts. And then as for you, I'll suggest that you take it easy. You slow down. Women sometimes have this nature. They want to be secretive about their movements, about where they go, what they do, who they see, and all that.
I beg to differ, detective. My wife doesn't keep secrets. My wife doesn't keep friends, she doesn't keep acquaintances. We've been friends for over 10 years, right from the university days, and this woman has been in my life. And I know everything about this woman. She barely does a thing without giving me a call. She wouldn't go anywhere without telling me. Detective, listen, I have a feeling. That something terrible has happened to my wife. And you, of all people, sit somewhere and tell me to wait for someone calls to give us a clue on how to find my wife? What are you doing in this month? What are you guys doing here?
Mr. Daniel Elliott, take it easy, okay? I want you to relax. You've incidented the case. We will pick it up from here. So just go home, relax, and let the police do their job. But I assure you that the end of this case will please you. You'll be impressed. That's from the police. Okay? So, thank you, Mr. Daniel. It was a pleasure. Hey.
How are you?
Daniel.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
It's been 5 weeks I've not heard anything about my wife. I've called everyone I know with her, our friends, our family, our colleagues. And you guys are not doing anything about it. What is going on?
Daniel, take it easy and relax, okay?
What have you guys done? Do you know what I'm talking about? So, the Nigerian police have not done anything about my missing wife for 5 good weeks. 5 whole weeks, and I've been looking for my wife.
I need you to relax.
Relax?
Yes.
And you want me to relax?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question? Have you at any point in your life lost something very precious to you, like a wife, a daughter, or a son, and you can't find him or her for 5 good weeks? Will you be relaxed? Will you be calm? Can you trust anyone when it comes to that? I have trusted you for 5 weeks. Don't tell me to calm down. I am looking for my wife. I can find my wife.
Hold yourself.
Okay, I'm holding myself.
Okay.
I'm holding myself.
Listen, apart from the fact that you're making noise in the premises,
okay,
I assure you, even as we speak, the superintendent of police has ordered a 48-hour search on your wife. And before you know it, we'll find her. Look, my boys are searching the nooks and crannies of the city. We will find her definitely, yeah.
48 hours. 48 hours.
I'll see you.
Hours, he said.
Wages of sin is death. Weeping shall be no more. sin is that weeping shall be no more. That demon is a coming when the weeping shall be no more. To those who discover this great adventure truth, there will be many disappointments for the good.
Daniel!
Yes.
7 weeks. It's been 7 weeks and I have not seen my wife. I have not heard from her. 7 solid weeks. I don't even have the power to... I've come to talk to you like a man. I don't have the power to scream or shout anymore. Please, Calvin. Please, do all you can. Please, charge your boys, charge your men to go out and look for my wife. Please.
Daniel.
Yes.
There's a development now.
Really?
Yes. We found your wife's car a few days ago somewhere in Edo State by a nearby bush. But nobody was found in the vehicle.
And then nothing to lead us to our whereabouts?
No.
Oh, God. Not even our phone or something?
But based on a statement made by our official driver, on that particular day, your wife, for some reason, decided to drive herself. And when we made further investigations, it was confirmed from the other members of the staff of the organization that indeed, on that day, she drove herself.
I'm tired of talking to these people. I'm tired of talking to them. I've spoken to them over and over again, and none of them could give me a tangible information about where my wife is. So I have lost faith and hope in them. It's all about you. You and the Nigerian police, you're the last hope I have.
Yes.
Please help me find my wife. Please tell these boys, all these men to go out and find my wife.
Daniel.
Yes.
I'm happy of the confidence you are reposing on the Nigerian police, and I assure you, we will not disappoint you. Okay? We will do everything within our power to make sure we get to the root of her disappearance. So just take it easy, relax, go home.
Relax. Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
I don't know how it makes me feel. I don't know how it sounds to me when you tell me to relax. It's been 7 good weeks. 7 weeks and I've not found my beloved wife. And you are here telling me to relax. Sorry, what does relaxing mean to you? Wait for a year, for 2 years, for eternity? You are telling me to relax when I can't find my wife.
Daniel?
Talk to your boy! Talk to this man! Let them stop sitting around.
Daniel! Look, like I said, we will solve this case. Just trust the police to do our job. We will do it, okay? So there is no need to get all worked up or all worried about this. There's no need about this, okay? So just, I'll make sure that...
Hey, find my wife. Find my wife.
Sergeant, like I said, we will do everything.
Wages of sin is that weeping shall be no more. That demon is a coming when the weeping shall be no more. To those who discover this great adventure truth, there will be many disappointments for the great day breaks up.
These investigations are not taking us anywhere at all. We seem to go around in circles whichever way we turn.
So, you haven't gotten any lead yet?
Nothing substantial. In fact, all the leads take us to a dead end. And in fact, these strange occurrences are beginning to give me the freaks. In all my years as a police officer, I have never encountered or seen such bizarre, mysterious deaths.
I don't understand what this strange death is all about.
I'm confused myself. And right now, I don't even know what to tell my superior officers. Because it will sound ridiculous if I told them that these homicide cases are normal, because clearly they are not normal.
Dad, what do we do in this case?
I think we should double up our resources and manpower and maybe even go spiritual.
Spiritual? How do you mean?
Look, where I come from, my people have a saying that a drastic disease calls for a drastic measure. I think it's high time we're employed unorthodox methods of investigation. I'm sure that way we will get our leads and maybe make some progress and maybe a success. Baba, you said that the deaths are not ordinary deaths.
Yes.
And what are they then?
Wisdom is like fire. People take it from others. No child understands the meaning of sacrifice unless he is told. Listen, those deaths are sacred reprisal for the retribution on the injustice done to an innocent victim.
I don't understand.
Listen to me, my son. Ears that do not listen to warning, to advice, we eventually go with the head when it's chopped off. The gods are not to be questioned.
Baba, I don't understand. I don't know if he does, but we do not understand anything.
It is not for you to comprehend. Children don't understand or hear the language of the gods.
Baba, in essence, what are you trying to tell us?
His wife's disappearance is not ordinary. She was taken to a place to suffer for her innocence. A place the gods dread.
If she's in a place, then why have we not seen her? Why have we not found her?
You speak well, my son. The owl is the wisest of all birds. The more he sees, the less he talks. The minds of those who take your wife away are not at rest. So, I cannot tell you whether you will see her or not. Where she is, a secret place where the gods dread.
Are you saying she's not alive?
Remember, as he fly back to the face of him who throws it, my son, your wife was wrongly given to a God who hates injustice and offer retribution for his hypocrites.
Papa, is it possible you speak to us in a language we understand? Because we do not understand one bit of what you've been saying since morning. Please, just...
I don't want you to understand. It is the gods that will tell you, that will decide if you will see your wife again.
What does that mean? Tell me that I will not...
It is only the gods that are speaking, not me. I'm only their mouthpiece.
Then let me just tell us where my wife is. Let us tell me where I can find Christabel. It's been 7 weeks I've not seen my wife, and the girls are not saying anything.
Daniel.
What do they want? Let me go speak.
Daniel, it is better to listen more than talk less.
Sir.
Yes.
This report came in some minutes ago. I said I should let you know. Have a look.
Get me Detective Oruma at once.
All right, sir.
Good.
What?
Kevin.
Detective Oruma.
What is it?
Look at this.
Oh my God.
It came in a few minutes ago.
Damn. What is this? I mean, this can't be real. It looked and sounds so strange. What could lead to such deaths?
Look, they look like scenes from a very ugly horror movie. I mean, such deaths are quite uncommon.
Man, I'm confused.
No, I'm as confused as you are. You know? But let's keep digging. I just have this feeling something good can crop up, right?
I hope so. What about Daniel?
Oh, Daniel. He was around yesterday. I intend to call him so we can arrange how to meet tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes. But right now, I have to go and see the superintendent. So just give me a few minutes. Huh? I'll be with you.
Okay.
Wages of sin is death. Wages of sin is death. Weeping shall be no more. That demon is a coming.
Daniel! What's good, man? Look, sorry I couldn't make it earlier. I got choked up with work in the office. Oh, yes, I'm still in the office. Okay, let's meet at OJ's then. All right, I'll see you in a couple of hours. Okay, bro, see you when I see you. All right, see you then.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Please, I'm here to see detective. Detective, Calvin. Don't you know my face? I've always been coming here.
I do.
Oh, Daniel!
Oh, hi.
How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good.
After your call, I got worried. You sounded somehow, so I had to rush down.
Well, it's just that,
Look, Calvin.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, at this point, please fill me in. I'm ready to hear whatever it is, please.
Well, reports are reaching out from our surveillance unit, a few hours ago, indicates that a certain man, was rushed to a hospital on Milverton Avenue due to mutilated injuries sustained as a result of string incursions. And I think this is strange, or what do you think? Because it's the same as the homicide cases. What do you think?
What has that got to do with my missing wife.
Well, so my superior officer has ordered that I pay the man a visit and interrogate him based on the occurrences. So that's what I'm about to do right now.
Oh, so do you want me to come with you?
Oh, no, you cannot come. And besides, my boss will not allow you to come because this is strictly police business. But as soon as I get there and I'm back, I'll definitely contact you and keep you abreast with developments, okay?
All
so
right,
you just relax. I'll do the rest, okay?
No problem.
Yes.
Let's do.
All right.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yes.
Have a good day.
All right. So, officer. Sir. How's everything going?
It's going well.
Okay, I'm about to leave now. You are in charge.
Okay, sir.
Wages of sin is death. Shall be no more. That demon is a when the dreams are to those who discover this great adventure truth, there will be many days upon the maze, for the great day breaks. The wages of sin is death.
Hello, Daniel. Yes, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to OJ's as we planned. It was due to work pressure. Yes, I wanted to come and brief you on the outcome of my interrogation with the mutilated victim. Yes, the one in the hospital. Yes, he confessed that your wife was murdered to prevent the exposition of certain discrepancies and fraudulent activities that were going on in the company, among certain members of the organization. Yes, but he said he wasn't, part of them. No, Daniel. Do you really think that is necessary? Wait, you remember what Baba said about the tree of retribution? That's how all those involved in the murder of your wife will pay for it? Well, look, the important thing is that justice has been served. And I think we should pay Baba another visit, or what do you think? Oh, surely. Then I'll meet you up so we can go then. Tomorrow is perfect. Okay, Daniel, see you tomorrow then. Okay, bye. Our people have a saying that the man that is trampled by an elephant is the man who is blind and deaf at the same time. Baba, I am sorry for speaking in parables before you.
No problem, my son. No problem. You are truly a son of your parent.
Thank you, sir.
I either say that when a child has visited the shrine of the gods, he has no problem in revealing his vision. Go ahead, my son. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, our people say that what the old man can see while sitting down, that a child cannot see even if he climbs the tallest of trees. And our elders say that when a goat needs to have its body scratched, it goes against a tree to have his body scratched. But when a man needs to have his body scratched, he goes to a fellow brother to scratch his body for him. That is why we have returned to you again, Baba, so that we can get a clearer picture and possibly deeper understanding of what you told us the last time we visited.
He who pursues an innocent fowl always tumbles. I know you will come back. I know. I know you will come back. It's only a fool when he sees his father's house collapse and he turns his eyes away. I know. My son.
Baba.
A fowl doesn't forget where it lays its egg. When problem arises, it is the source of that problem will give us the clue to how to solve that problem.
You're right, Baba.
Please, Baba, could you please tell us more about the retribution tree?
Yes.
Retribution tree? Oh.
The Opwigo tree. When fire starts from the shrine, no precaution can be possible. The Opwigo is a very sacred special tree. A tree that pre-existed the creation of man. Created by the great Osalobwa, the Almighty God. The once powerful messenger of Osalobwa came down to the earth and lay among human instead of living as a man. He manifested himself into a tree. The Opwigo tree, dated 600 years ago. Legends have it that it originated from an ethnic dialect within the sub-region, precisely the Yoruba-speaking people of the Niger Delta, Nigeria. The Opwigo tree is a unique species of its kind, with a great disaffection for injustice. A tree with extreme attributes, decades of stories as emphasizes on the uniqueness of the Opwigo tree. The Opwigo tree is a tree whose local devotees, I mean people who worship it, gives extreme reverence, and it's highly respected and adored by its host community. A mysterious tree whose divine powers was discovered unconsciously. The people became curious when multiple dead bodies litter the surrounding of the sacred tree, which has been in the community for ages. The continuous littering of bodies around became an issue and a mystery. The elders of the community consulted the chief priest. He revealed to them that a mysterious tree was responsible for the deaths of those people as a mean of retribution. and the dead people are all victims of heinous crime perpetrated in the community against their fellow kindred that was unknown to the people. A man who steals people's children and sell them to neighboring villages, a man who sells another man's land and hides the money. So many hidden atrocities committed in the community which were hidden from the view of the public. The Opugo tree was responsible for their sudden death as a sign to serve as a warning to others. To appreciate the goodness of the tree, the community decided that the tree which stands and symbolizes justice should be revered and worshipped for guidance and protection against the forces of evil and injustice in the community. The tree need to be worshipped and appeased with an animal. The chief priest revealed. The animal was to be given as ambrosia to the Opugo tree. A decree, which the community adhere to. Over the years the tree was being worshipped, there was peace and tranquility in the land, crime rate reduced to the lowest minimal. People lived in a state of being protected from the whims and caprices of the unjust. The Okpoga tree was justice that you cannot run from. As years went by, human nature took its toll on the tree. Corruption, deceit and injustice creeps in. Like our elders used to say, when a fire starts from the shrine, no precaution can be made possible to save the paraphernalia of the gods. The sacred tree was desecrated, stained and polluted due to the deceit and corruption perpetrated by some people aided by the chief priest, the custodian of the sacred tree. The chief priest was bribed and corrupted, and he connived to desecrate the root of the Okpugo tree. A salted gift of goats, cow, tubers of yams, and kegs of palm wine, palm oil and even bags of cowries was given to the high priest to overturn the tree's decision and judgment by some elite and disgruntled elements in the community who seek injustice and feed on avalanche of deceits. The chief priest compromised. Even a diviner cannot accurately divine his own future. The people started losing faith in the tree. The Okpugo was later abandoned and deserted for centuries, with nobody going near it. It became a myth, stories only told in folktale story time. Evil and principalities triumph as the sacred Okpugo tree judge in silence, as the crime against man caused by man persist, with some people desecrating its humble abode. The chief priest was later found dead with his body swollen as mucus and pus secretes in his body. He died as a result of his connivance with the enemies of Okpugo. He who digs a pit for others must invariably fall into it. For centuries and decades, the tree abhors vengeances, injustice, betrayal, as it kept to himself, looking forward to the day retribution will come his way. The Okpugo tree was desecrated and abandoned, never worshipped.
Until your wife's blood was spilled on the root of the abandoned tree that fateful day. Once again, Okpugo was provoked, and it came alive. Your late wife is not the one reacting. The Okpugo is the one seeking retribution for the blood spilled, using your late wife a vengeance tool. That is the story surrounding the death of your dearest wife. It is unfortunate that she died that way, with our unborn child.
Was she pregnant?
Are you asking me? Are you not the husband?
Yes, I am, but I don't understand. Oh!
Hello, darling. I'm so sorry I could not pick up your call. I was in a meeting. Yeah. Guess what, darling? I have something important to tell you. It's a good one. A good news. Yes. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye. Love you.
It's okay, bro. It's okay. It's okay.
So, my son, it is a child that seeks to know the death that kills its parents. We end up like them if care is not taken.
Baba, but is the tree still being worshipped as of today?
Correct talk, my son. As I speak, Okugbo is being worshipped, especially among the Robo clans. The tree can never be forgotten, especially among the adherents and devotees, and will be referred to till the end of creation.
Are you pregnant? Christabel? Christabel! Christabel!
Wages of sin is death. Weeping shall be no more. That demon is a coming. When the weeping shall be no more. To those who discover this great adventure truth, there will be many disappointments for the great day.